Today, friends, we're going to make a fantastic Tinkercad 3D printable top. So let's get cracking. So first things first, this is what I call the top of Mount Pisgah. I climb these stairs all the time and I leave little trinkets up there. This is one of the trinkets I leave. It makes me smile because A, it is a top and I put it at the top of Mount Pisgah. I also love that these print in place with almost no waste. I'm going to print this on the Bambu Labs P1S. We'll see just how quick and effective it is at printing it. This is, of course, the built-in time lapse. As you can see, there's a tiny brim, and bam, 3D print finished. Let me quickly walk you through building one, though. I'm going to go back to the normal white build space and put the work plane, and let me show you how these cones work. They have properties, so you can take a cone, and if you match the top and bottom radius, you can make it a cylinder. This is a nice trick if you wanted fewer sides than you can actually get with the normal cylinder shape. You can see there, I made it into an octagon. If you change the radius, it ends up being awesome shapes. This is a fantastic way to get an almost instant Reese's cup. Of course, we're going to make a top. Let me show you how slick this is. I'm going to choose 4 for the bottom radius. I found that works great for tops, giving us support as it prints. We are going to max out the sides. I'm going to make it get a little wider. So I'm going to type 4.5 for the top radius. I want to make it a little bit taller. Once again, all I'm going to do is type parameters. This makes it easier as we modify. Now we want the next piece to be right up here. I'm going to take the work plane. I'm going to put it on top. Let's do Control D and D to drop. First thing you may notice, that doesn't match. We can change that by simply making it 4.5 and press enter. And to make it look more cone-like, let's change the top radius to something like, say, 26. This is where it's fun. You can keep experimenting. As you make new ones, I'm going to change the height to 12 and press enter. Now this time I used a paraboloid. I'm going to use the cone again right here. This time the shortcut for work plane is W. I'm going to click right on top. Once again, Control D, D to drop. Of course, now I could adjust the base radius, but I'm going to leave it alone, and I'm going to set the top for 0, so now we've got an awesome point for our top to spin on. I'm going to put the work plane back down on the ground. Once again, we could use the shortcut W. Now I'm going to grab all of those parts, and let's do L for align, and we want to choose middle and middle. Friends, that is our new version of the top. Once again, one of the coolest things about this is comparing how the two different ones print. I'm going to select this one. Notice I did not group it. You do not have to. I'm going to simply hit export as an STL. I'm going to name mine top V8 and hit save. I had already named it once. I'm just going to save over top and bingo, we are ready for 3D printing. All right, so let's get this set up for printing in Bambu Studio. Simple steps. We click on it, we bring in the top, and of course choose open. Now, like I said, this prints in place. I'm going to use my standard PLA. Also going to use the standard settings to make it quicker. This makes it a lot more fun for classroom use. The big adjustment for this design is that I'm going to add brim. Real quickly, I'm going to shut off advanced just so the interface is as simple as can be. One of my favorite parts of Bambu Studio is how little you have to mess with the settings. I have moved out to others and I want to turn on a mandatory brim to outer brim. Once again, to see how this is going to look, we simply slice the plate and then bingo, you can see the 5 millimeters of outer brim that makes this just a little more sturdy. Our design has no errors and was going to print in about 30 minutes. Now we can simply hit print plate, double check our filament, and send it to the 3D printer. Of course, after a moment, it moves to the device menu, and once it finishes downloading, we can click play and monitor everything from wherever we are. Now half the fun is the spin test. Gonna be hard with one user running this all, but let's check it out. First I'm gonna hit start. That gives you a good visual. Let's spin the old one first and the new one. Of course, the goal in class was to try and get a 60-second spin. Of course, that's a little bit on the spinner.
and the design of the top. I'm going to say the new design fell first.
But of course, the point was simply how to make one. Alright everybody, so I hope you had fun with that and you can see how much room there is to make yours even cooler. I love how they print fast and it was absolutely a blast. Make sure you stay tuned as I will be making a track that you can either 3D print or laser cut so you could actually use it for fun with your friends or in a classroom setting. Friends, as I wrap up, thanks for all the support to the YouTube channel. If you ever want to do a little bit more, remember you can always click on those share buttons so more people learn about HLModTech. Of course, have a glorious day and keep tinkering. Friends, as I wrap up, I do want to take a moment to remind you about my website, HLModTech.com. I do have a page dedicated to Tinkercad with tons of awesome categories. Below that, you'll find the Day 1 favorites, the useful starters, and the Tinkercad essentials. If you scroll down below there, you will find my class, Tinkercad in 20 Days. It is hosted on cadclass.org. This video explains everything, but I do want to highlight at the bottom is a coupon code 25HLTinkercad. It'll get you 25% off any class at cadclass.org. You can visit that site by simply clicking Visit Now. I do also want to highlight the sweet built-in messaging tool. You can click that button, add your question, comment, or suggestion, and reach me almost instantly. Don't forget also there is a link to the Tinkercad community Discord. As you can see, there are a boatload of members and it's a fantastic place to talk everything Tinkercad. Finally, friends, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please also hit that share button so more people can learn about HLModTech. Of course, friends, you absolutely make my day if you take time to leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and last but not least, hit that notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.